All right, page 2 of your 6B notes. Hopefully this will go reasonably fast. An equation set equal to 0 will have, if a function, like your line or whatever it is, if it crosses the x-axis twice, it shall have 2 solutions. If it either crosses or touches it once, it will have 1 solution. And if it does not cross, it has 0 solutions. So this first example here, where does it cross the x-axis? Your solution is there and there, which would be, that one is -7, 0. That's your x-intercept. And over here it's 6, 0. This one here, it crosses the x-axis 1, 2, 3 times. So wherever I put the point is your solution. And these don't look exact, but as we sometimes do, we're just going to say about -4, 0, almost on the origin, so 0, 0. And then this one, I don't know, it doesn't look exactly at 7 or 8, so I'm going to go 7.5, 0. I think it's more off than the other ones. And this one, it crosses the x-axis once, right there. So it has 1 solution, -2, 0. 1, 2, and 3 is just like what we did here, except for you have to graph it yourself. So at this point, if you would like, you can just mute me for a second and you can check your work as we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 is your y-intercept. Since you're looking for the solutions or the x-intercepts, I'm not going to worry about going down too many and I'll be off the graph, but I do need to make sure that I go all the way up to the x-axis. Boom, far enough. So I cross the x-axis at -2, so -2, 0 is my solution. Right there. Number 2, this is in function form, so your starting point is the opposite of the number in parentheses, comma, this one, 3, -1. 1, 2, 3, down 1. And your slope is 1/2, so you're going to go up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. That's enough to get our answer. So our actual solution, this point right here, is 5, 0. And number 3 is in no particular form that we talk about a lot in this class. It is called point slope form. It's probably what you did last year. If you would like to make it look like function form, get the y by itself, so add 6 to both sides. So move that 6 over. And that means you're going to start up 6 and back 5, or at the point -5, 6. In your second quadrant, right there. And now we have to do our slope, -3 over 1. Boom, there's your answer. So our function crosses the x-axis back 3. So -3, 0 is your answer. All right, and the last one. So we have solved algebraically, we have solved by graphing, and then the bottom last 3 problems are you solving algebraically. So here are your steps. Substitute 0 in for the y value. So I'm going to rewrite this just as 0 equals -3x plus 6, and then you're just solving for x. What's it? Minus the 6. Divide by -3. We get x equals 2. Now, as we talked before, if you're finding the zeros, that means you're finding the x-intercepts. The x-intercepts are ordered pairs. And this is where a lot of you are unfortunately going to miss points on your test. So stars, underline, whatever you gotta do. We got x is 2 by making y 0. So your official answer then is x comma y, 2 comma 0. Number 2, same thing. You replace y with 0. And then I'm just going to distribute 1/2 x minus 3/2 minus 1. I can combine these. -3/2 minus 1. Minus 1 is really -2/2, right? So if I combine -3/2 and -2/2, that's -5/2. And then to get x by itself, add 5/2. And you've got 5/2 equals 1/2 x. To get x by itself, you're going to have to separate this, multiply by your reciprocal, 2/1. So you get x equals 10/2, which is 5. And I write too big, apparently. And just like before, I got the x value of 5 by making my y value 0. So your final answer is 5, 0. And the last one, number 3, same story, only I'm going to have to write a lot smaller. 0 minus 6 equals, distribute that. That'll save some space to not rewrite it. 0 minus 6 is just -6. Add 15 to both sides. We will get a lovely 9 equals -3x. Divide by -3. And we get x equals -3. And once again, I got my x value of -3 by making the y 0. So my ordered pair is -3, 0. And that is it. Make sure you get your 6B homework done. You have plenty of time to get it done here in class. And I will see you Monday. Have a good day.